Hi, this is Dr. Chandler George, and I want to give you some hope. A lot has happened lately. An incredible lot of things have happened lately. And a lot of us have some fear. We might not admit it, but we do. We have some deep down fear, maybe hits us in the middle of the night. And a lot of that's due to uncertainty and things that we were solid and convinced about all of a sudden are on shaky ground. And many times that's our own business where our identity is many times located, especially if you're a doctor. And depending on the type of doctor, dentist, orthodontist, chiropractors, typically ones that weren't on the front lines of COVID, you probably haven't worked very much. You might have even been shut down or considered essential just to see certain types of patients, which meant you worked 10 to 15% of the time compared to normal. Now, when things like that happens, I don't know about you, but I used to feel very anxious about that and unsteady. And the big battle happens here in your mind when that happens, right? Happens here in your mind. And so what I'd like to do is offer basically 90 days to get things turned around and right the ship. Because what we need now is truly not a ship or the yacht. We need the life raft. Many times, so do our clients and our patients need the life raft. Can we be that for them? Yeah, absolutely we can. But it's going to be a mind shift to be able to do it. And whatever you did before probably won't work today. And depending on how long you had to be shut down and what state you were in and the exact type of healthcare business you were in, you might even have to restart. I mean, yeah, you have the equipment and everything in place, but literally it's like starting all over again 10 years after being in practice, or 5 years, or 30 years. You got a patient base, but everything's uncertain now. So it's going to be more important than ever that we address those things. We address the cash flows, or lack thereof. We address insurance, payment times, overhead, management. Everything that maybe was a leaky bucket before, but you got away with, can't be gotten away with now. Things that maybe we knew about but didn't address, now we need to address. And even, I'm sure, many things that you probably hadn't thought of. And without a coach, frankly, I wouldn't have thought of either. So what I'd like to do in the coming 30 days is I'll present some videos to you and some different options and some things that you can do. And what we're going to be doing here, and typically what we do is 1-year programs and then 30 days at a time thereafter. But right now, what we're going to do is 90 days. That's 3 months, 90 days to get one relaunched, reopened. Catch fire, ignite the practice, diffuse your stress. Our motto, get it going quickly, repop it. And then by doing that, you'll have a choice to make. You can either stay with us through the end of a year time frame, or a year and many years beyond that, month to month, like many clients do, or you can opt out. You can be done at 3 months because now you're back, right? You're back to where you were and hopefully a little better. So at Cash Fire Coaching, that's what we're going to be doing. Be looking for the links that I'll be sharing on how to do that. Because, again, mental, feeling like you're on an island. Who do you talk to about this? It can be really difficult. And you're going to have the accountability and have the mindset. And certainly during uncertain times, it is a lot more stable and comforting to take action than it is to live in front of Netflix or to overeat or to do things with too much time in your hand that aren't actually productive, right? Versus doing something that's going to be productive that needs to be done and hadn't been done. Especially if all your neighbors are in the corporate world or some other world and they're working at home and still being well paid, and you're sitting here going, I don't know if I even can keep my best staff, right? Yeah, I filled out all the forms, all the PPPs and everything else, and auto loans, but they have strings attached, don't they? And there's paperwork involved with it, and you're going to have to deal with that on the aftermath Plus now the government kind of knows a lot of your business. So these are some of the things we need to tackle, but mostly the ones that allow you to get up. And I'll promise you something else. While we're going to work together on this, all of us, it's also going to be zeroed into you. Zeroed into exactly what you need. Because some people might have a medical practice with a med spa. Some people might have straight chiropractic, but maybe there's a beauty salon at the front door. Some people will be all cash. Some will have a version of insurance. Some, like orthodontists, might only really go along with referrals typically, right? But like much of the nations, it's important now that we can be somewhat self-sufficient and know how to get some new patients and some new business on our own without depending on everyone else, though it would be nice. Also online, what are you doing in e-commerce? Are you selling anything on your websites? Is it even set up to sell? Have you ever done anything with Shopify? Do you even know what that is? Are you doing anything with telemedicine or telehealth? And to what extent are you doing that? How are you getting the word out? These are all things I can help with, and I have 20 years experience doing just that. Hey, it's Dr. Chandler George. I look forward to helping you on the other side and seeing you soon. There's a link. Be looking for it. Click on it and ask questions so that we can get busy and get going. Hey, let's ignite that practice and let's do it today.